Wild boars aren't ordinary animals. They're fast, aggressive, and built for survival. With sharp tusks, thick hide, and powerful muscles, these beasts can weigh over 300 pounds and still sprint at speeds exceeding 25 miles per hour. Their compact frame, strength, and ferocity make them one of the toughest adversaries a hunter can face. Native to forests, grasslands, and swamps, wild boars are masters of adaptation. They move with stealth, hide in dense cover, and attack when least expected. Their intelligence allows them to learn quickly. Once they sense danger, they remember it. That's why hunting them takes more than a good aim. It takes knowledge, patience, and absolute control. These wild boars aren't just quick. They're cunning, unpredictable, and brutally persistent. Hunters face real risk during every encounter. A single misstep, one wrong movement, and you could be on the receiving end of a 300-pound charge. It's not just about shooting, it's about survival. Each shot taken in the field can come under vastly different terrain. Open farmlands, muddy slopes, dense jungle corridors, or thick, shadowy forests. Sometimes it's a clean drop at close range. Other times it's a precision hit from 200 meters away as the boar runs at full speed. Every moment demands complete focus. Timing is everything. Miss by a second, and the opportunity is gone. But worse than missing is being caught unprepared. Because when a wild boar charges, there's no time to reload, no time to think, only to react. Boars have an incredible sense of smell. They can detect human scent from nearly 200 yards away, and they communicate danger to their group almost instantly. A startled boar can alert the entire sound, turning a quiet forest into chaos within seconds. Hunters must move like shadows, downwind and silent. The smallest twig snap can give them away. That's why every successful hunt isn't random action. It's calculated, deliberate, and earned. Behind each takedown is a story, hours of waiting, scouting and reading the land. The best hunters aren't just marksmen. They're strategists who understand how the animal thinks. In open fields, visibility is high, but so is exposure. Boars may appear hundreds of meters away, grazing calmly, but in seconds they can vanish behind the folds of terrain or sprint into thick cover. That's when patience comes into play. The hunter must predict their path, control their breathing, and align the shot before the moment passes. In the dense jungle, it's a completely different challenge. Here, light barely touches the ground, and every sound seems amplified. You can hear the animals grunt, dig, and move, but you can't always see them. The hunter's pulse slows down, senses sharpen, and every decision counts. When a wild boar charges through brush, it sounds like thunder rolling through leaves. The sheer force can knock down small trees and push aside anything in its path. That's why hunters often hunt in teams. One shooter, one spotter, and one backup. When things go wrong, teamwork can be the difference between success and disaster. This kind of hunting captures the raw side of nature, the realism that most people never see. There are no staged shots or fake drama, just real hunters, real danger, and real skill. Each moment represents the fine line between success and failure, precision and chaos. But make no mistake, this isn't about reckless killing. It's about population control, protecting farmlands, and maintaining balance in ecosystems where wild boars have become an unstoppable force. Across America, Europe, and parts of Asia, wild boar populations are exploding. They destroy crops, damage property, and threaten native wildlife. Without proper control, their numbers would spiral out of balance, causing widespread destruction to both land and livestock. Experienced hunters take their missions seriously. Every hunt requires preparation, from studying wind direction to calibrating weapons and understanding terrain movement. The responsibility lies not only in pulling the trigger, but in doing it right. Clean, fast, and humane. Every shot represents discipline and respect for life. There's no room for ego in the field, only focus and respect for the environment. Each moment tests a hunter's patience, courage, and experience. Every wild boar hunt tells a story of strategy, instinct, and respect for nature's raw power. These animals have survived for thousands of years because they are built to endure. They adapt, learn, and fight back. They are survivors in the truest sense of the word. And when human hunters step into their world, they must adapt or fail. The forest, the fields, and the swamps all play by the boar's rules. To win, a hunter must learn those rules and outthink the wild itself. Each encounter between hunter and boar is a battle of awareness. The boar relies on instinct, smell, and speed. The hunter relies on skill, patience, and timing. One wrong decision from either side determines the outcome. This balance between predator and prey is what makes wild boar hunting so unique. It's not just a pursuit, it's a test of human and animal instinct in their purest forms. Behind every successful shot lies countless hours of preparation. tracking footprints, observing feeding patterns, waiting for the right wind, and sometimes sitting still for hours under the beating sun or in freezing cold. It's a mental game as much as a physical one. Many people think hunting is all about pulling the trigger, but in truth, 90% of the hunt happens before that single moment. The final shot is simply the result of patience meeting opportunity. This is hunting at its core, where hesitation means failure and precision means survival. It's the point where skill, instinct, and courage collide. Watching a wild boar fall after a clean, precise shot is not just victory. It's the culmination of discipline, respect, and understanding between hunter and nature. These animals demand respect because they offer no second chances. They are fierce, relentless, and alive with the primal energy that defines the wild. If you truly want to understand what real wild boar hunting looks like, not fantasy, not fiction, but the real face of the wild, this is it. Real hunters, real danger, real action. This is where skill meets instinct and courage meets consequence. In the silence before the shot and the echo that follows, nature reveals its raw truth, unforgiving, untamed, and absolutely real.